Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendrous, and welcome back to welcome to something new. Yes, there's a little hint about what's going on here. I've been staring at the screen for like 10 minutes, trying to decide on a thing. Anyways, we're in Minecraft. If you know what you're seeing here, welcome to the Pixelmon mod. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Thank you for installing this mod. Now please pick your desired starter Pokemon. I wasn't sure if I was coming in while on this starter selection screen or if I was going to come in afterwards, but I am having a complete lack of ability, that's how I meant to say it, in choosing my starter, so I literally have an RNG app open right now. So, yes, this is the Pixelmon mod for Minecraft, and that's what we're starting up next on the channel. And, yeah, as you can see, we have the starter Pokemon from every gen. Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even the Gen 9 starters who were added in last update, I think? Or, I say that this mod legitimately updated just like a few days ago. I got on here to test some things to make sure it was working all right, and I got a pop-up saying, "Oh, there's been an update," and it added more it added more Pokemon from the newest games. Yes, this mod has every Pokemon from the first 8 generations of Pokemon, and then it has some of the stuff from Scarlet and Violet. Yeah. And, actually, I haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet. That kind of makes me tempted to use one of the new starters. And, yeah, I was gonna use, I have an RNG thing pulled up on my phone. I was literally going to randomize a number 1 to 27. Let's see what I would have gotten. 5. That would have been, I was gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have been Cynical. But I think because I haven't actually used these mods, I'm going to use one of the new ones. I guess I'm going to go with Fuecoco, then? Or Sprigatito. I don't know. I am completely indecisive. It doesn't really matter a lot. We'll be able to get whatever starters we don't choose with time. Should I go with one of my favorites, though? No, I'm going to use a new one I haven't seen much of before, so let's go with Sprigatito, I guess. Begin your adventure. Oh, we spawned in a village, that's nice. But yes, welcome to the Pixelmon mod for Minecraft. We have these guys. Hello, Billy. Yes, this is the Minecraft world, but with things that don't really belong. Ugh, that's a lot of information I do not really need. I could have fixed that in a moment. But, yeah. Oh, that's a ravine. Pixelmon in Minecraft, and I'm repeating myself now because I wasn't fully. I had plans for the intro and then got completely turned around. But oh, hello, Chikorita. Oh, this is an interesting spawn. Changes for this mod pack versus previous ones. I should probably go over that. So, pretty obvious one. Sprigatito, the chosen one. Oh, you actually have a pretty good... Yeah, you have a pretty nice model. You're very cute. Oh, that works. Wiglet, you actually got updated. You got added in like 10 hours ago or something like that. I think that's when that update went live. And there's a Chikorita. We'll get into all that later on. But anyways, things have been added for this mod pack specifically are obviously the Pixelmon mod and a couple little add-on mods for it to just give me a little bit more information about some things, or just I think I have a mod in that just makes it so that I can get things like, I think there's a trade simulator item which would let me get trade evolution Pokemon without a second person to trade with, just like quality of life stuff. On top of that, I don't... Biomes You Go. That was a pretty important mod I added in. It adds in, like, really cool biomes that we can find in the world. And I figured... And it has, like, built-in, Pixelmon... Or Pixelmon has built-in Biomes You'll Go integration. So I figured I'd go with it. This is from Immersive. I kept in all the tech mods. I was considering taking them out, but then I was just like, there's just something we can use if we want to. What has been taken out, however, is the obviously Digimobs, and Minecraft Comes Alive, because it breaks with Pixelmon. And I think that's just about everything that I have to go over for the beginning now, besides, like, goals for the series, because Pixelmon is definitely something that you'll just keep going forever if you don't have a clear goal in mind for a clear ending for the series. I'm just gonna come down here as I go through over this. So, what I'm planning for this series is kind of what you plan for in the base games. I want to collect... Hello, YouTube. Oh, wool mitts, ice gems, big nugget. Just a whole lot of cool stuff. I'll be able to sell this for some money and get some Pokeballs pretty easily. And then ice gems, I'll probably be able to do the same with those. I'll deal with trying to get those two up at some point, probably, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah. This mod has gyms, sort of. In the 12.2 version, there were a lot more extravagance. Like, you could definitely tell what type of gym each thing was. In this one, we have these little battle arenas. So, yeah, each one of these will have 3 trainers like this, and I'm fairly certain if you beat that one right in the middle there, you'll get a gym badge. Our goal is going to be to find 8 villages and collect 8 of these. Apparently, this one's going to be pretty tough. Apparently, we're going to need a level 50 to beat this one. So that's going to be... Ugh. That was... There's slight bits of lag, because... the world doesn't quite like this one a whole lot. Hello, little letterbox. But yeah, that's our goal, and along the way, we'll just do some extra cool stuff. Can I steal your Totodile? Why do you have a Totodile in a case? That's a little messed up. Can I interact with anything here? Oh, I can... Oh, you're the TCG trainer. Trader, not trainer. Ugh. Yeah, this also has, like, full-on, like, a Pokemon card game built right in, which is really cool. And there's just a whole lot to this mod, and we'll be going over a lot of that as we continue on. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, is that an actual... Ooh, free luxury ball, thank you. Yes, we'll find, like, Pokeloot all like that all over the place. Is that a card binder? I'm just going to rob everyone. Ooh, deck holder. We're gonna steal your clothes. Aha, now we're an Aqua Grunt. I say, knowing that I'll be beaten up by a, like, 10-year-old kid whenever they decide to face down Team Aqua. I think there's also a couple things to rob. I mean, borrow and make use of in the beginning of our adventure. I don't know if I'm going to take everything. There's, like, a lot of stuff in this village. I'll take, like, food and a couple, like, healing and, yeah, like, a few types of, like, Pokeballs and stuff and, like, all the food. Just, like, a small starting kit. But I don't want to take... I don't want, like, a huge advantage. Or... I don't know. Oh, I feel... I don't know where to draw the line of where's too much to start with. It's... You know what? This is probably a good starting point. This is probably even more than I should probably be taking for myself. But it's here for the taking. It's just a little bit of starting gear to make it a little bit easier to begin with. But anyways... Yes. Where do I go from here? Oh, I took way longer on that starting screen than I meant to, and then the intros just kept going, and I got... I'm a little discombobulated right now. What is this house? I don't actually know if I recognize it. I don't think this is Pixelmon. I don't know where this is from, though. Oh, here we go. It actually has a smoker in it. Fine, have my coal. But, yeah, our goals are going to be... I need to fix that. I'm going to cut away in a moment to just fix that. But, like, as I said, we're going to be getting as many... We're going to collect 8 badges as, like, our main goal for the series. But along the way, we'll be catching as many Pokemon as we can and trading up to have the best team as possible to do that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to cut away for a second to fix, that mess. 1 second. Okay, after a little bit of, messing with it, I finally got it right. I, like, shrunk it in half, so now I have all that information if I want it. It's just, not blocking as much of the screen. But, at this point, I can probably also show off this. If I press R, go, Sprigatito! Battle music! I wasn't sure that was... I think I've said it before, I usually don't play with sound. I have no idea what... Oh, over half damage, nice. Only took me 4 tries, fist bump. Yeah, Sprigatito leveled up. And I guess I'll take all this junk. Yeah, we won our first battle, and Sprigatito's up to, level... Huh? That's not how this works. Okay, then. Since when do they take actual in-game Minecraft damage? That's a new one on me. Anyways, yes, we won our first battle. Ooh, that person has a quest. That might be something good we can finish up. Or we can get done for a nice reward. I'm going to keep collecting these shader bag things, but they're incredibly useless probably. Come, stop running away. There we go. Can you harvest some apricorns for me? Yes, I can. And then, what button is it? It's M or is it N? Ah, here we go. M. We have 3 quests currently going on. We need to use a healer. We need to collect 10 of every apricorn rather, and we need to harvest a red apricorn. I thought I saw an apricorn tree somewhere off in that direction, but there is another quest, and there is a healer there. Ugh. Apparently today and yesterday were not good days for speaking for me. Come back here, stop running away! There we go. Can you mine 50 redstone for me? We'll do that eventually. Ooh, wormhole portal. We're not going through that right now. Ultra wormhole or whatever. Keep forgetting this is here. I am pretty scatterbrained right now. Let's jump in bed and then use a healer. There we go. Ignore some of that stuff. There's a... Don't know why, but there seems to... Wait. What? What? What is that? That's a new one. When does that show up like that in first person? Has that always been there? If I just never noticed that, or is something really weird right now? I don't know. Let's go use the healer so we can finish up a quest, though. I forget what the reward for this one is. 3 potions. There we go. And that should automatically give us a new quest. Doctor Who, craft a healer. And the rest of that's the same. Backpacks are going to be a necessity, but the Pixelmon mod actually has its own built-in backpack system if we want to see about finding one of those. And what is this? Jumpluff? This is a raid den. They first appeared, well, technically in Pokemon Go, but then in Gen 8. If I try to explain things, some things I probably don't need to explain, but I try to explain some stuff for people who might not know. But yeah, we're not going to be doing that right now because we would die. That will be a very strong Pokemon who will kick our butts. Gather some apricorns. I thought these were red. I guess they're just pink. These will be good for when we want to make our own Pokeballs eventually. But, other than that, I should probably get to work on, like, basic tools and, like, cooking up our food. Hold on a second. I put my food to smelt in that house, didn't I? And I used one of my 2 pieces of coal to do it. Oh, that was a bit goofy. But I'm gonna get the... Oops, Sprigatito. I guess you can walk with me, little friend. So, let's go back at our food. I am incredibly scatterbrained right now. Oh my god. I'll be okay, I swear. What is that? I just noticed the, like, stall back there. One sec. What's that? We're gonna go see what that is in just a moment. Cooked chicken. Technically better than bread. What are these little stalls? Oh, I know what these are. They're like, little traders, right? No, they're not. I feel like they used to be, or in some villages you might get traders here. And it looks like they're gonna be filled with more loot that I'm going to keep in here for now. I don't want to give myself too much of a starting advantage. So, yeah, we're not going to grab a lot of this stuff right this second. We just know it's here, though. So if we ever need it, we know where to come. Just like... I guess... Ugh. Words are hard. Ugh. I don't think today is the day for my commentary. I think I just don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm very scattered. But yeah, I should probably get to work on basic, Sprigatito fall down the giant pit? How did you lose half your health? Seriously, cat. You are really just a cat, aren't you? I could totally see my sister's cat doing that. Anyway, I should probably get started on basic tools as like a good start. Why am I climbing the mountain? Ooh, Shuckle. I like Shuckle. What biome is this? Rocky Beach. Okay, and the Shuckle decided to pick a fight. Leafage. Use withdraw. Leafage is physical. I wasn't actually sure. You can see over in the bottom right there. Go on, Sprigatito. You've got this. Eventually, and it has a berry juice. I forgot Shuckles had almost like 100% chance to have that. Oh, and no struggle bug. Okay. Our options are run or catch it, I think. Otherwise, we die here. Let's see if we can't add a Pokemon to our team straight away. It's more or less full health, so this might not work. Got it. Yay. It's a mystery. 3 to get ready. We learned Bite. We gained experience. We go to level 7. And the team grows. Yeah. We'll have to keep in mind that this is here. Because I think some cool stuff can spawn in the Rocky Beach. Ooh, Dwebble. I like Dwebble too. We're not going to catch you right now, though. I might catch a Wiglet, because I have no idea really what Wiglet / Wug Trio are like. But let's head back to the Pokemon Trainer, and then I think we're going to get started on just like basic tools, and then just like pick a house to toss our stuff in, just as like a starting point. I totally just caught this Pokemon on a whim. But oh yeah, there's actually just a PC here. Before we actually get into all that, we do actually have some more stuff to look at. We have daycare here for when we either make a daycare ranch block thing, or we find one out in the wild. And we have over here our Pokemon list. And this, which is just full of a whole lot of stuff that we might eventually get. But anyways, let's right-click this and look at the summary. Sprigatito has Overgrow. It powers up grass type moves when the Pokemon is in trouble. I think it's half health. We get maybe like a... Is it 50% for Overgrow? I have no idea. I have no idea the exact numbers on a lot of these stats, but I know some of them at least. Leafage, Bite, Scratch, Tail Whip. And we have an Attack Down Nature. I think that's probably bad. What about Shuckle? Yeah, those are stats I'd expect from a Shuckle. And you have Sturdy. That's fine. So, yeah. I really am just a scatterbrain right now. I apologize. But, yeah, let's get to work on just, like, starting gear. I'm just gonna gather a little bit of wood, get, like, some stone tools, and if I find any iron, I'll just mine it up real quick, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've mostly mined up a tree, and that's all I did. I got attacked, but besides being attacked by a ball that's just rolling around out here, he's, paralyzed my cat. But then I looked up and saw that. Apparently there's a little bit of a weird village spawning here. I'm not sure if that's just like another one of those, but I don't know. It might be something different, and I kind of want to go see. So, how are we making up there? I can do this to get up a lot of the way, I think. Do that. That gives me a little bit higher up. I just almost jumped off the edge. Ooh, is that a water stone? Or is that a dawnstone shard? Dawnstone shard. That would be, if you get 9 of those, you can make a dawnstone, which helps evolve certain Pokemon. Something we probably don't care about right now. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we're slowly making our way up. Is that a Dratini? What was that? If that's a Dratini, I'm gonna see if I can't catch it. Oh, that was a bird flapping its wings. Well, hello there, Starly. Oh, Starly, that's who made the noise. Hello, little bird friend. I've already stated in the previous videos that I get distracted by animal friends. This is Pokemon. It is literally only Pokemon friends. Literally only animal friends, more or less. And we're up, and it's... Oh, shopkeeper. What do you want to sell? Or you'll sell Pokeballs, and you'll sell some just sort of random healing stuff and whatnot, and other things. Wow. Wow. Once again, you got like some cool stuff in here that we're not going to be stealing right now. We'll probably make a better way up here, though. And neither of you are traders. I'm assuming same thing. You're going to have some stuff in here I don't want to steal just yet. That's something. Let me grab out the bed. So that... Actually, it's just a free heal for our Pokemon, and I don't have to go through nighttime. Anyways, after that interruption... That blue thing down there, was that a Rookidee, or was that a, Boss Starly? Not entirely sure. Ah, it's a Rookidee! Oh! Hello there! I was coming down to challenge you, then you came up to challenge me. I guess this works. I do want to catch you, I think. Oh, you one-shot me. Okay, then I see that crit in there. You'll probably live a rock throw. I'm not strong. Well, I'm defensive. I am not strong. Rock throw. You'll actually live one more unless I crit. Oh, that's going down very slow, but it is going down quite a bit. Oh, I missed. Sure, why not? We have these starting items, and I like Rookidee. So why not? We're just getting Pokemon at the beginning here. Yay! We have a third member of the team. Here to Ratata. Oh, I'm being chased by a Starly. Okay. You're very cute, Starly. I probably don't need more than one bird right now. Oh, there's the Rookidee I saw down here. That's what I mistook for like a boss. But yay, Rookidee! A nerve, so the enemy can't use berries. And yeah, other than that, just a bird. Basically just a little bird. So far, I have a starter I've never used, a turtle bug thing that I like, but I'm not going to call it anywhere near my favorite Pokemon, and a pretty cool bird, or a little puffball bird that will eventually become a pretty cool bird. So that's a start. I wasn't fully expecting to just go in and start just going on a catching train like that, but I guess it's something. Anyways, As I said, it's time to just get some, like, basic stuff, so I'll be at this for a minute, just getting up to, like, stone tools and gathering some ore pieces. Okay, I'm just mining away, gathering a little bit of coal and a little bit of cobble, and I see what is actually a boss Pokemon at the corner of my eye, so let's deal with this instead. I keep getting distracted. But yes, this is boss uncommon Zigzagoon, which means it's uncommon is 5 levels higher, I think. You can get a common, which is 0. It's max is your max level. I think uncommon is +5, so this should be level 14, which means we might be able to deal with it. I kind of wish that our what's it called? Oh, it one-shot Rookity there. I kind of wish that Shuckle was a little bit stronger. Also, it is +10. Why is it +10? Oh, wow, I am... What's stronger? Struggle Bug has higher accuracy. It would depend on... And they're the same power. It's basically a question of does... Oh. There we go. Come on, you don't really have this Shuckle, but we're gonna try it. And, Leafage! Yeah, that didn't work out well. Of course it crit! It didn't matter, but of course it crit. Yeah, that didn't go well. I thought it was only 5 levels higher. Is it... I'm forgetting all of them. It's uncommon, rare, legendary... Epic, I think? It's green, blue, purple, yellow... And then there's a white one, which is the common one. That's not super important to what I'm getting at right now. But, like, we actually had a chance if Shuckle was higher level. I could technically do something right here. If I put Rookity up, and then I go in once again against it, assuming it's still over here. It's, we might actually have our chance at it. And it's gone. Never mind to that idea. We actually had like a pretty decent chance with Shuckle there if it wasn't so much higher. Like, the difference is 19 to 16, which doesn't sound like a lot. It's only 3 levels, but we're at the point where those kind of matter. So Shuckle, if it was 9 like instead of Rookity and Rookity was 6, we might have actually had a chance there. Not a great one, but a minor one at least. But no more distractions. I'm getting the basic gear going. Okay, I at least have stone tools this time before getting attacked by a bird in a cave. Which is a little weird, but that's kind of Pokemon for you. Yay, Sprigatito gets to level 8. I figured I might show that off just in case that happens. And those 2 feathers are actually pretty nice. I will, if we can get some leather, which you might be able to help out with a Meltank. Oh, we're going to lose to this thing right here. No, we just survived. Haha. I need leather. I can't pick it up, though, because my inventory is completely full. Let's get rid of these. And let's get rid of dirt piece. I'm going to have to go drop everything off in a chest somewhere in the village. But before we do that, let's go hunt some Miltanks, because we actually need some leather. Ah. Rock throw. Of course I used a physical attack and it lowered my physical... of course it lowered my physical attack after I used the physical move. Oh! Shuckle just gained multiple levels there. That puts us at 3 leather, right? We need 2 more, I think. I think Centric can give leather. You might help out. Struggle Bug. It's like a 5 hit. What about Rock Throw? If it lands... Ooh, it landed. And I think it did technically a little bit more. Ooh, crit. Thanks, Shuckle. You got it. There we go. I think that's enough leather. So, yeah, our goal with this is... No, I'm not going to do that. Let's just type in what I'm looking for. I was going to start flipping through pages. Running shoes. Old running shoes. Recipe, it's a pair of boots, 4 iron, and 2 feathers. I forgot it needed iron. I think I saw some iron in the ravine, though. So we'd be able to do that after I clear out some inventory space. So our goal there is to make running boots. They just give us a little bit of a speed boost as we run about. I'm just going to set up my bed hovering in the Pokemon Center and just toss a chest in here, because this is a pretty decent base of operations. So... Oops. The Poke Center. Assuming I can learn to write. There. Ugh. I'm all discombobulated today, apparently. I need to stop apologizing. But, there we go. Everything goes in the box. Epicorns, you. I'm gonna sell you both in a moment. That was something. Can go in there. I guess all this, like, uncooked food can go in here. Definitely need to, like, get this turned into actual food at some point, because we definitely don't have enough. That's good. I'll hold on to this stuff. All of this stuff. Pokeballs can just go, like, over here for now. Just to, like, quick see what we have. And I think that'll do. I'll cook up a lot of this food at some point. So, there we go. I'll run over to a shop at some point. But, let's see. There was iron down here, right? Yes, by that Whismer. And some down there and there. Gonna be a little tricky getting down to it. The only problem. How do I do this without dying? Oh, that worked. Okay. I was not expecting that to work. Okay, how do I make it to the other side then? That gap's too far to jump, but I can do that, and there's 2 here. That is not enough. Oh, there's a 3rd one, which is still not enough. Ooh, 4 is, though. And while we're down here, just gonna gather as much of the stuff as we can. Let's see if there's any, like, cool rock types down here to fight, too. Or maybe if there's something really cool, we'll catch that, too. Because apparently, I subconsciously decided that I was just gonna catch all the cool mons I saw. Or anything that I just felt like, sure, why not? So... I caught it, yes! So, obviously there's that Whismer there. I'm not sure if that's high on my priorities. Anything down in the pit, though? What was that? I heard Beldum. I think that... But I don't think that was Beldum's voice line. Roggenrola, you're okay. I'll beat you up for experience. There are better rock types than you. But there we go. This is probably why I'd say Pixelmon is the better mod than Digimobs, just because you're not just sort of awkwardly standing to the side while your side is fighting. You're not just on the side being like, go Agumon, beat up the Floramon or whatever we're fighting. Just awkwardly standing on the side, like running in whenever you need to heal something. You get a little bit more control over things, how things go. Nothing really wants to spawn right now. Okay. Ugh. A little bit of lag. Sulfur, I think, is what that was. That might have been nickel. Ugh. I'm having some mouse problems, but I'm not sure if it's the game hiccuping or my actual mouse. Which might be an issue. I do have an extra mouse, though, so I guess it would be fine if it's my mouse. I do prefer this one, though, so I really hope it's not. Anyways, there's a little bit more iron here. Might as well grab this while I'm down here. Hello, Centret. Ow. I said ow, but took no damage. Also, while I'm thinking of it, there is another thing to point out. You can go right in here and nickname your Pokemon to whatever you want. So, if you have any ideas about what we should name our current 3 members or any future members we might get, why don't you go ahead and leave those down below, and I might look through those and pick out names I like. But anyways, any other cool stuff spawning as I'm grabbing up the rest of this iron? Doesn't really look like it. Well, there's Ghastlies on the minimap up top right, but I don't know where they are. Ghastly's cool. I like Gengar. This is a nice Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time down here. I'm just looking to see if anything cool spawns. Like anything that Sprigatito can pretty easily beat up. No, I'm getting a little turnaround in these caves though, so probably not gonna stay down here. Just gonna grab this little bit of iron and then we'll make our way back up. So that we can start smelting it up and get our iron going and get some running boots. Gonna make a proper start of this. So let's make our way back upstairs. Okay, make my way back. Oh, come on. Yeah, there it is again. I was about to say something. I love it when you can just see the Pokemon doing like that spin dancing move. I have no idea why they do it, but it is kind of funny to watch. But you're a water type. I can probably beat you. Go, Sprigatito. That's a 4 hit. Maybe? Unless it keeps using Harden. Oh, it's probably still a 4 hit, and this is going to be a pretty decent experience. Yep, almost level 12. I do like the battle music. It is pretty cool. Anyways, I guess we can start smelting up this iron so that we can get our running boots. We're gonna fix this. Let's 1 second. There we go. Oops. There we go. Reset our spawn points. Still have these to sell. Still have some stuff to do. Let's build up a couple of furnaces. Get the iron going. Like so. There we go. Now let's run over to the shop to finally get rid of this stuff. Kind of interestingly, you get no starting money in this mod, which kind of feels weird because it's fairly close to starting you off almost how you would in an actual Pokemon game. You get like your starter, and then you get, well, you don't get really, and you don't get any money to start with though. Currently, we have 0 Pokédollars. I forgot to heal my Pokemon while I was in here. But the only shops are up there, aren't they? Never mind unselling that right now. Electrike. But yeah, I'm gonna let that iron smelt up. We're gonna make our boots, and then we might go off exploring a little bit because we've basically just run around this area. So 1 second. Okay, iron's all smelted up, and I even brought over the smoker so we could cook up all our food. Really isn't a lot. But while I was waiting, I saw like melting out the back window, so I went to beat it up for more leather and more food, and it gave me a bell, interestingly enough. So I got this thing. Hello, little Ekans. Sure, why not? We'll beat you up. Not gonna get super interesting stuff from you. Oh, nice crit. Probably just going to get like a piece of rotten flesh or something. Just a little bit of free experience. Yeah, more food to smelt up eventually, but I think we're good for right now. So yeah, let's build these running boots as a fairly important first step. For that we need these, then we need our 2 feathers and 4 iron. Old running boots. That, and then we're going to put these in cosmetic. Yeah, we're just a little bit faster now. Literally 50%, which will make exploring a breeze. More or less. It's at least better. So, What can we see on our run as we just run off into the distance? Basically a lot of the same we've seen so far, and we're about to run into water, aren't we? Yep. Are we on an island? Please tell me we're not on an island. If we are, there's not too far distance between us and the other islands. I'm just very curious if we can't find anything cool or out this way. More birds and more like basic stuff just popping up on the map. What is that? Ugh, a little bit laggy. What is that on the map? Why can't I grab that? There we go. What is that? No, you're just a regular Pineco? I thought there was something special with you. Ah! Ah! I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I thought that was like shiny or something. Something looked off with it. I guess not then. If I'd found a shiny in the first episode, I would have been very confused. Like, huh? How? But no, apparently not. I'm curious what's over here, though. A little tricky getting up here. Oh! Oh, oh. This is a thing. That's the Arceus. That's the Chalice of Arceus to summon the god of all Pokemon. I just found that in episode 1. Okay, that's a thing to pop up here. And this, ow, blueberries. Why are you pointy? Okay then, got any food? Ooh, mystic water. Food, silicon, relic silvers. You're a lot of money. I'm not taking beetroots. I'm not that desperate. Lustrous globe. What are you used for? I have no idea. You're nice. You're nice. Whole bunch of nice stuff. Oh, you're a high-level trainer. What is this place? This is like a full-on galactic hideout. Like buried in this mountain. This is really cool. Ugh. I'm glad they don't auto-fight you anymore, because I would have already died. More food stuff, more random stuff we're gonna collect. Oh, that's a regular nugget, rather than a... whatever, the big nugget. Stuff to find. Spell tag. You're probably nice. I guess I can give my Pokemon random stuff to hold. Ah, I closed the game. I minimized the game. Sticks, you can go away. You know what? I'm getting rid of the gems. They're only like 100 Poké-dollars anyways. There's better things to take. I have no problem, I have no problem looting this thing for all it's worth. It could steal a helmet. It wouldn't really match the rest of the aqua stuff though. Greasiest core. You're wow, Giratina. I forgot one of my favorite legendary Pokemon's name. Great, there we go. I thought it was the Griziest ore though. What's the Griziest core? I'm actually very curious about that. If I press K, it will open up... They're supposed to open up a sort of wiki. It opens up in a browser on the other screen. Ugh. Not a fan of that. 1 second. Okay, apparently when I hit the K button, I apparently had my cursor over a large fern. So it literally opened up the Minecraft wiki page for tall grass and tall ferns. That was something I did not mean to do that. Ooh, anything cool in here? More plasma helmets, silicon, some cool stuff. You're a noisy little bird. No, stop suffocating in a wall. I must save you, no. Can you live a scratch? Probably not, I'll just catch you from here. I want to protect the little birdie. I love Starly. Oh, it broke free immediately. Come on. Level ball? I know these are kind of rare, and I'm probably not going to get any more for quite a while, but maybe it'll work. There we go. Captured Starly. Get in the ball, little one. Wow. Basically what I was thinking. Okay. That was fitting. So, you're cool with me just walking up to this? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, it's just like a statue of Arceus just hanging out. That's awesome. In case you didn't realize what this was for, they were just like, oh yeah, here you go. I'm assuming this was not meant to spawn like this. Ah! Well then, that was close. I have keep inventory on, right? To keep inventory true. Let's double check that. I think I switched it when I was setting up the game rules. That looks like a frog. Is that just me? Or does that look like a little weird frog thing? Maybe I'm just a weirdo. That's also quite possible. Ooh, metal coat. Rubies, bread, relic coppers. We have a lot of stuff to sell for money. I guess I can just give this. Metal coat boosts steel type moves, right? Yeah, 1.2%. You'll eventually get steel type moves. Spell tags. Mystic waters. I don't have a water type. Guess you two can just randomly have this and you can randomly get that. Just to open up a little bit of inventory space. Any other cool things to loot? Ugh. Getting a little laggy. I don't... Biome Jewel Go is a little finicky with how it likes to run with the... Run. It gets a little, as you can tell by the massive trees surrounding us for miles and miles, it gets a little, tricky spawning it in sometimes, I guess. Ugh. What's that in the water? I don't know. Oh, the water silk is like cobwebs. There's something swimming in the water, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it was actually up in the trees. Hold on, what is that? What is that? I don't know. I think it's flying because of how fast it's moving, but I actually have like zero idea what it is. It looks like it might be some sort of bug, but I don't know what. And getting up to the top of a tree to see seems like it might be a little bit of difficulty. Fine. Oh, planks. We're climbing a tree to see what's at the top, and then we're probably ending off the episode. And, where is it? It looked like it was flying. Is it really just that far underwater? Ugh. Hollywagged. Hello. Ah. Hello, Magikarp. Might eventually catch one of you, because Gyarados is cool. Goldeen. Where is it? Oh, there you are. A tadbulb? What are you? I want to catch one of you. Hold on a second. Are you the pre-evolved form of Bellybolt? I saw like the trailers that introduced Bellybolt, and I almost called her Nimona, but that's not her name. Iona? Iona, was that the like influencer trainer from Gen 9? I think it was. Sure, I'm gonna catch you because you're a new thing. I have no idea what you are, but you're Gen 9 and you've been added in, so you might be cool. My only idea would be your Bellybolt's pre-evolution. Oh, it broke free. Oh, no, it's Mud Slap. It's a ground type? It's a ground water type then? I don't think I can hit it. And I'd rather catch the level 5 than the level 17 because that's a pretty big jump. Come on, little friend. Yay! And we're just gonna check to see what's up with this little guy. Little guy? Yeah, gender male right there. It's electric type, but knows Mud Slap and Water Gun? No idea if that's a good, nature for it. I can actually check out her, Oh, apparently we got a giant Starly. Nice. I don't think Keen-Eye's the better ability for Starly, but it works. So, we actually almost have a full team in episode 1? I was not really expecting that. Ooh, Murkrow. Sure, why not? We're just gonna have 3 birds. We're just gonna be a bird-type trainer, apparently. Yeah, why not? We'll just fill out the full team in episode 1 of a bunch of random Pokemon. Can you live a leafage? Yes, yes you can. Great ball. Probably use a level ball because you're actually half our level and lower. No, I just saw that we were at 5 Pokemon and decided, you know what, let's just catch another one. I almost killed it right there. Rather not do that. Dun 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 dun. Come on, Murkrow. I will never understand why Murkrow is so hard to catch. I'll probably live like a tackle from Starly? No! I was hoping it would survive that. Oh well. Oh, these stupid water silk things. You know what? That's probably a pretty good place to end it off. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.